Viewers, welcome back to Eating Through Bangladesh, and I've had enough of the hustle and bustle of Dhaka, so let's slow things down. Today we're making the obligatory pilgrimage to the countryside or Gram. This episode is about taking a step back and appreciating the country at a different pace. We're stopping by a roadside Mishti store to learn about Bangladesh's favorite sweets, a job break to reconnect with the teeming community of my father's village, and finally a beautiful sunset boat ride across the Padma River, followed by fuchka for dinner. For me, the countryside feels like the heart of Bangladesh. It's always been a place that champions tradition, resilience, and deep-running family ties. For my dad, it's also a place of memory, a chance to stop and make sure his kids try his favorite childhood sweets. Opportunities for me to connect with my dad's past are pretty rare, so I am not gonna pass this up. This is Mishti, an umbrella term for the traditional sweets and desserts of Bangladesh. Typically, the ingredients for Mishti are a combination of dairy and curd forms sitting in a sugary sweet syrup. Seemingly simple, but they manage to create an endless variety of textures and flavors. Mishti lives or dies by the quality of dairy. Luckily out here, chances are you know somebody with a few cows. Mishti is more than dessert though. It's a social custom. When you're invited to someone's house, bringing Mishti is a way to show respect to your host. It's actually a custom I still try to keep alive with my friends back in New York. All of a sudden, my dad lights up and he tells me that the store has matha, a refreshing yogurt drink that's thinner than its more well-known cousin lassi. A sip of this is tart and super refreshing, coating my tongue in a layer of cold relief. They also have Mishti doi, a sweet thick yogurt beloved by Bangladeshis but a true specialty in my dad's region of Doha. And when they serve it in that clay pot, you know it's real. So finally, we reach my dad's village. I take a minute to catch my breath, appreciate the slower shift in energy, but I know I'm not here for long. The sun is dropping fast and we're racing it for an evening boat ride. But first, some cha. We pull over at a small stand. Spots like this pepper the roads of Bangladesh. They serve a very crucial role. They're a third space for the community to catch up over a cup of tea. For my dad, it's also a moment of pride. I shake hands with his childhood friends, men who have mostly seen me grow up through pictures on Facebook. There's laughter, a few more stories, and before I know it, we're back on the road, racing towards the river. Once we're there, we hail a boat like you would a cab. The sky's exploding with red, orange, and gold, gifting me with some of my favorite shots of the whole trip. The river takes its name from the Sanskrit word for the lotus flower, very fitting for the beauty of the river. This river is a crucial artery to the waterways of Bangladesh, but it's also a dangerous one. Between 1967 and 2018, more than 256 square miles of land have eroded along its banks. This has displaced people, homes, and even entire villages. At one point on our ride, my dad even tells me that he had friends who used to live right here, where the boat was now cruising. Where houses once stood now is just current. Like the river, life in the countryside can be fickle and unforgiving, shaped by forces bigger than any one family. To wrap up our evening, my family suggests some fuchka, and luckily we know somebody with a fuchka restaurant right on the water. Now for those unfamiliar, how do I even go about explaining fuchka? I could tell you it's one of Bangladesh's favorite street foods, but maybe you know that. I could tell you it's hollow shells of fried semolina, filled with a spiced chickpea and potato filling, topped with onions, eggs, cilantro, and tamarind chutney, but maybe that's too literal. So I'll tell you this. Fuchka is delicate, the shell shattering like glass. The filling is warm and soft like a hug, and each topping serves its function perfectly. The tamarind is a cut of acidity, and the cilantro and onion are herbaceous and aromatic. Fuchka is quite possibly the most well-balanced single bite of food that I know. As you might have guessed, I love fuchka, and I intend to crush as many as possible, but the sun is setting and it's time to go home. But I think I need a sweet treat. Lucky for me, there's a man here selling freshly pressed sugarcane juice. A common sight in a country producing 7 million tons of sugarcane per year. It's very sweet, but has a grassy, herbal taste to it too. And with that comes the end of my evening. A successful first day in the Gram.